Hello and welcome to 4,000 and counting. I'm Watty. This is Mark. You didn't think we were going to leave out the North and South, did you? No, we were not. We're going to kick off in the North. Our friends, the Solway Sharks, they're taking on the Solihull Barons. And as much as Solihull have had a good season, Solway win for me all day long. And I think probably quite convincingly, they're the strongest team in that North division. And for very good reason. I see them going through on the Saturday by 3 to 4 goals. What about you, mate?
Yeah, along the same lines, really. Very strong side, too much for Solihull. Yeah,
Solihull would have been good.
yeah, good team, but I mean it's another level with Solway, as we've spoke about before. So yeah, 4 or 5 goal margin.
Okay, so pretty comfortable for them. And then we have the last tie of Whitley Bay Warriors under David Longstaff. They're taking on Stephen Foster's Bellingham Stars. They ran the Solway boys very, very close, right the way to a shootout in the NIHL Cup North final. But that being said, the Dean Holland factor, the lobby factor, Whitley Bay get the job done by 1 for me. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be a very tight game. Just fancy Whitley, tiny bit more experienced to squeak it through. I know Finn Braden would have been a big part of what Billingham are doing right now, and he's away with GB18s. So that's a kick in the dick when you take that's a kick in the dick
Yeah.
when you take that kid out of Leeds. Let alone Billingham. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a
Yeah.
good player. Like when you take him out of Leeds, that sucks for Leeds. When you take him out of Billingham, that really, really sucks for them. And I don't know. I've been sat in the locker room or lobby when it's them crunch games. Fuck me, he gets your plums pumping, boy. He knows what to say. He knows how to get you boys going. Knows how to fire up the crew. And I think they're going to go through. And I think it's going to be just the 1 goal.
It's going to be close, like you say. I agree with that. I reckon there's probably 2 goals in it, and I will go for Whitley for the reasons you've just stated. Really, I think that gives the edge on this, just to fight out that last time for those British, huge icons in within the British game for
Yeah,
sure.
both former teammates, man, both good guys. Let's move on to the south. It's going to kick off. Streatham are going to take on the Junior Raiders, Romford Junior Raiders, after a bit of a EIHA clusterfuck. Now, they kind of put it out as a bracket, but it should have been reseeds, sorry. So it actually is now the way it's supposed to be. How apparently it was agreed at the start of the season and it followed on the same from last year. But Streatham are going to play the Raiders. Solent aren't very happy. They've put a couple of one press release out and then one kind of sulking, bitching post out. Excuse me. I actually spoke to Alex Murray a little bit by messenger last night, and we had a little back and forth. And I don't think they're very happy with the way that EIHA handled the situation. I was like, yeah, but your post smelt it was like you're crying. So put a fucking proper statement out. Put some pressure on them.
Yeah,
Put some real pressure on them. They fucked up. I'm not saying that Solent don't have a right. Don't They shouldn't be pissed off. They should be pissed off. Absolutely, they should be pissed off. But I just think they had the opportunity to maybe go for the jugular a little bit more, and it was kind of handled like a rushed post that maybe me or you would put out on fucking 4,000 count. It doesn't really matter.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Do you know
That
what I
holds
mean?
some merit what you're saying. Yeah,
Like I'm in the middle of a class in the gym, just going da, 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 send, as opposed to a Jamie McElroy fucking sit down punctuation, point leading to point, leading to point, into paragraph, into paragraph, into. This should have been laid out clear in September. That should have been done then. Everybody knows going into this weekend that if this team win and that team win, whoever it may be, ultimately Streatham will win the league. So they should have the easiest route to the final, right? Same with Solway in the north. You've worked your ass off all year to be seeded top for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Granted, you've worked your ass off to win the league. That's still that is a success in itself. But to then go on to the playoffs, you want to be that first seed. You want to get the last change. You want to get to wear your home jerseys. You want to be on the home bench. You want to be in the home changing room in Milton Keynes. There's just loads of things that come from being first. And from being first, they end up playing the Romford Junior Raiders, who beat a very good Slough Jets team. Very young Slough Jets team, but they beat them. TJ Anderson, I believe the kid had 5 goals on the weekend. Weapon. Kids are weapons.
Nice.
So they're going to be good. I believe he scored a hat trick against Streatham earlier on the year. That's when he came onto my radar, I believe. He scored a hat trick, and I was like, who the fuck is this kid? Not many people go into Streatham on the high road and score 3 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's huge.
I don't think Streatham are going to be showing him any disrespect. I've heard people going, excuse me, I had a tickle in my chest since the start of this epi. I don't think Streatham will be taking them lightly by any stretch of the imagination. I've seen people online kind of just discounting the Raiders. I don't think so. I think Streatham will have too much for them. But I don't think they're just going to roll over and die by any stretch of the imagination. They've got some kids that can put the puck in the net. And they're a young team. They're a feeder team for the senior team. Clues in the name. Raiders too. So if they can get your TJs producing on weekends and then going off, absolutely love it. Mark, I'll let you kick off the South scores or the South predictions first. Who have you got, Streatham, or do you have the Raiders? I feel really stupid even asking that question.
It's Streatham, of course. But no disrespect to Romford.
I don't think it'll be taken, by the way. They know what they're up against.
But they're gonna turn up. They're gonna put in a fight, and like you say, they've got some good players. They've got some young players. A lot of sort of maybe stepping up to the national at some stage, like over the next few years.
I've got a good analogy for you. They're Derek Chisora fighting Tyson Fury. They're all right. They can fucking give you a run for your money. If you're Tyson Fury, expected to beat Derek Chisora.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean? Like 100 times out of 100. That's the battle. 100 times out of 100, you're expected to win. There's zero pressure on the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely.
None. Just go play their game. Like, just go play. Young guys, man, go play. Play against old fucks like my brother. Like, I'm only joking. Like, you're playing against arguably a team that could compete in the league above a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Chuck a couple of good imports on that roster, and I believe they would.
That's a dangerous team.
Yeah, they've got some good players.
Yeah.
You got Vanny. He's good, and he's good wherever he plays. But yeah, I think ultimately Streatham are going to have too much for him, and I am going to go a 4-goal win or 4-goal margin for Streatham, much the same as Solway in the north.
Oh, you got it. 5-2.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think for the league, if that game finishes 5-2, that's a good game all round. I've just seen that they're going to be actually streaming the games for those that can't make it. And remember, it's Sunday, Monday for that. They're actually playing the games on Bank Holiday Monday, obviously with MK having their home game on Saturday night. So that's a factor. I forgot it was Sunday, Monday. We were just talking to Soph downstairs, and I was like, I'll sit and watch Ryan. Well, if Ryan makes it, obviously. Sit and watch final Monday night. That'd be nice. And give us something to talk about on here going forward. But yeah, that sets up the second tie. And the second tie is Invicta Dynamos taking on the second seed Solent Devils. Invicta coming off the back of the South Cup victory over Chelmsford, and then a hard fought series against Chelmsford again in the playoffs. Sounds like a barn burner. We talked about it last week. This is interesting. Solent had an easier path there. They had a tie against Oxford. Oxford kept them pretty tight in Oxford 4-2, and then they beat the brakes off them like 11-4 down in Solent. So Solent got a lot of guys that have been there and done it, and they've got experience. But I just think the way that Invicta are run right now, coming off that cup final and coming off a very tough tie against Chelmsford, the boys are going to be buzzing. I got Invicta by 2. Owen Dale to steal the fucking show.
Yeah, that could happen.
My
This is a tough
my
one
boy
to
Rich
call.
Harris to take his fucking shirt off at some point. At some point,
Show them abs.
at some point, Rich Harris will have no shirt on outside the locker room, probably with a stick over his head, like flexing. You know he will. Hey, fucking good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
100K. Them have got 100K followers, bro. They have, and he's funny as fuck.
My abs will get into minus 100,000 followers. And fucking...
It's just see the counter, just Instagram's follow, Instagram like email you like you've just lost minus 400 followers. You'd be like, what? I didn't even know this fucking thing. Right, let's go. What were you saying? Sorry, we're getting fucking.
this is a tough one. A real tough one.
Very tough.
Really tough to call. I think 1 goal in it. I think I'm gonna go Solent, but I'd like to see Invicta do it. But actually, you know, I like Streatham, and traditionally they don't like Invicta. But
they fucking like Solent. They like Solent less. They like Solent less. I can tell you that for nothing. And Solent like Streatham net. Them two teams do not like each other. I mean, that's a kind of probably dream scenario final if you're the if you are EIHA, i.e. the fucking NIHL 1 South. Your dream scenario it would be Streatham versus Solent, 1 versus 2. You've got that built-in rivalry. But for me, if I'm going to say I think Streatham go through and I think Invicta go through. Right.
Yeah. Cool.
I've got to see. I'm kind of tempted to go on and do our final predictions, but I think that's kind of fucking stupid because if we do our final predictions and our semi-final predictions are wrong, then it's pointless. Do we wait and try and knock out once we know what's what a quick one on the morning of the finals and go, this is how we see it? Because, well, you've predicted Solent, I've predicted Invicta. So how the fuck do we predict a final if we've both predicted different teams?
Yeah, but there's still going to be the same winner. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay, well, that being said, then yeah. So I think no matter which way you dress it up, and whoever goes through to the finals, I think we're looking at a Solway win, and I think we're looking at a Streatham win, and that really, really would tee up the Solway Streatham game at Coventry next week. Something chronic. Whoa, that would be good. That is going to be a barn burner up. Either way, that's going to be a barn burner up there. But if they both come in, going for like what 3rd, 4th trophies of the season, it writes itself. I'm going to be in the Elite League finals, obviously. 3rd v 4th. Nobody wants to watch that. I don't want to watch that.
Pointless.
I'll probably go to Hooters. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Why? The 3rd v 4th is not. It's not the one. Whereas this, I like this. I like this build up, and like I say, it's almost like a prelim competition for those two teams. They've got to get through this to get. I mean, they're already there, but they want to come through this flying for next week. They both want 2 convincing wins, and although I think Invicta are going to beat Solent, I think arguably if Solent was to play Streatham, that would be the harder game for Streatham.
Yeah.
Just do you know where the teams line up against each other? But what the fuck do I? But what the fuck do I know? It could all go absolutely wrong. This is why these predictions on here they're ruthless for us because we just got to get on and do it. I like it though because you guys are getting involved and you're getting in the comments and you're sharing it on Facebook and you're sharing it on the social medias. That's really appreciated.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, the subscribers are going up, almost at 700. Still, guys, about 80% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed.
Let's get it to 1,000, please. That'd
Come
be
on,
awesome.
let's get to 1,000. Let's kickstart this. We want to be there by the end of April. We were just looking at the growth versus 3 weeks ago across all platforms. It's all going in the right direction. So you are doing it. Some of you, well, I say some of you, about 76% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So please do. It helps us, and it helps the channel to grow. You can also go to Patreon, become a patron, or buy us a coffee, all/4,000 and counting. Every little bit helps. It helps the cost of Zoom. It helps the cost of Buzzsprout. It helps the cost of microphones. And, you know, just it would eventually be nice to get something for our time, because I think you've had like 9 episodes in the last 8 days. It's been pretty legit, balls to the wall. And hey, long way to continue, because I'm not in the bank here. Like, I love doing this. I would do this for free for the rest of my fucking life. I don't care. I get to talk to my friends and it's fun, and you know what's better than that? We get reminisce and we get to catch stories that we may never have heard, that you guys definitely haven't heard. So it's a win-win for everybody in this situation. But it would be nice just to be comfortable to be able to go, right, we're going to go to a game in Bratislava next year, we're going to go to a game in Munich, wherever it may be, and just get some great content for you. That's why there's going to be a raffle. One of these, the jersey behind me is going to be going on raffle. We have a Colton Orr Toronto Maple Leafs jersey that's going to be going on there. Matt Sundin Maple Leafs jersey is going to be going on there, amongst some other bits and pieces. Still have some charity game jerseys for sale. Rich Harris, Owen Dell, funnily enough, both going to be competing this weekend for the Dynamos. If you want them, just hit us up on Instagram. Mark, what are you going? North, south, same as me?
Yeah, hard to look any other way.
Yeah, but for all the lads that are stepping away after this weekend, I know there's a few of you. There's some of the Solway boys, Richard Bentham, a couple of others. Sorry, I don't know your names, lads. And Tommy Annett stepping away. I saw you put a post today. There's going to be guys stepping away left, right, and centre after this weekend. I saw it when I was up there last year. How many of the Chelmsford boys, like Jude Aylan and all that, just boom, gone. And it was nice. They gave him a guard of honour after their last games. I'm sure there's going to be some of that. But yeah, just best of luck to all the lads that are competing this weekend. It's going to be a slog. You're going to be sore on Monday. Well, 15, 20 of you are going to wake up with. Well, I was going to say you're going to wake up with winners' medals around your neck, but it's the NIHL, so you're going to wake up with a fucking hat from Poundland and a trophy they got from the corner shop and stuck a fucking NIHL badge on. But you already know that, so I'm sure. But any of you teams that go and probably got your own trophy. I know Stratton had to set their own trophy before. They had to get their own trophy to get Clifton to fucking present them it. Ever heard wilder stuff? But yeah, guys. This is what we deal with in the UK hockey scene. If you're from North America or like Europe watching this, you've got no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, set up a GoFundMe for a trophy.
I mean, why the fuck?
It's embarrassing.
I tell you what, when we get our merch up and running, it's coming soon. When we get our merch up and running, we will sponsor a trophy for the NIHL 1 North and the NIHL 1 South. That'd be fucking sick. You got it. It's official. When we start making a bit of profit up in this house, we'll do that. You in, Mark? Is that fair?
Yeah, why not?
Why the fuck not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get these boys a proper trophy. The under-16 Scottish League, our boy Ross Murray won the title. The trophy's legit. It's carved with the last year's winners and everything. And there's just like this history. They're 16 years old. That's awesome. Like for me, that would have been like, I wanted to win it because Danny Myers, he was the age group above. He won it. His name was on that trophy. Then look where Danny Myers went on to. So there's just little things like that. Like it's a great touch. I was looking back for some pictures for Huey today or yesterday, whenever we did the Huey episode. And the plaque the Steel Dogs got for winning the cup. It's like this plastic bit of shit, yeah. It's like this, like this. It's like what we used to give for like spirit of the game at under 10s for like cross ice and shit. That was a league. How was that a league trophy? Nah, we can't have that. once we get our merch going, you guys support us, we'll support the boys. That's how it works. And yeah, Mark, Solway Stratum, down to you boys. Let's see what you got. But for now,
Right.
peace.